Welcome. It's 2024, and this is Can't Stop, Should Stop. And I'm one of your hosts, Peter Angelo.
I'm another one. I'm Bailey Pope.
I'm a third one. I'm Neil Rubenstein.
And we're finally back
We
together.
really are.
The misfits of podcasting.
we're really doing it.
We did it, you guys. Well, we've all seen each other. Well, I haven't seen you
Not since that show.
in a minute.
I
I
haven't
don't-
seen you for
Even
since we
longer,
recorded.
probably.
I think, which I've been thinking about you.
Aw, someone finally thinks about me.
Not good,
That's
but
fine.
just like
That's
in general.
Cool. That's fine.
No,
Good, bad, or indifferent.
how you been?
Overall, pretty good.
You're at the gym every day.
I'm trying.
That
I
must
don't-
be nice to be motivated or whatever. That's cool.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like one of the few things I'm motivated about. I don't know why.
Your face looks thinner.
All right, so people I haven't weighed myself in a while, but people keep telling me I look thinner, but it might be the haircut.
I don't know, man, because even you posted a photo before the haircut.
Oh, fair.
I do agree. I like you
Oh, that's
look
good.
like a little,
All right.
but I mean, Wayne's probably not going to do anything because you're like building muscle and that's like weighs more, right?
Yeah. Well, I want to get down to 300 pounds and like be at that. So I feel like that's a good wrestling weight number.
Is that?
I don't know. I just feel like if you're getting billed at 280, it's like 300. I don't know. It's got some, I don't want to say weight to it.
Heft.
But yeah. If you're 300 and you're running around like crazy, I feel like people respond to that more.
I have no idea. I didn't know that would make a difference.
I don't. It might not. It might,
You're
I'm
worried
just
about your baseball
trying to-
card, like
Yeah.
your stats on
Yeah.
your trading cards.
Any justification that I can find.
How is that going?
Good. It's fun. It is fucking difficult though. Like wrestling training, there's more little intricate things and that you have to learn. And sometimes it's terrifying. What's really can be terrifying, especially when you start training and your other people are starting to train and they're new as well, and you're the biggest guy. You're really worried that if you mess up or they mess up, they get crushed to death by you because you fell on their head or
okay.
something like that. Or if you mess up faking a punch, like if they mess up faking the punch and they punch me, okay, whatever. If I mess up and fake the punch, I just crushed this 130-pound person's skull. Like,
Are you really wrestling like tiny people?
there's some tiny people, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Because like the thing is, there's no wrestling is a show, so anyone can do it. But like, it's still tricky. Like, this tiny person's gonna hip toss you, but really it's just me jumping and doing a front flip onto my back.
I remember that one that I went with Dr. Redacted, like a dude your size fought like a girl, like a normal sized lady, just a
Yeah.
5'4", whatever the average woman is, 5'6".
One general woman.
Yeah. Like
That was
not
her
even
name,
like
General Woman.
Yeah, general woman. Like not even like a girl,
Yeah.
like just a lady.
How big was he?
He was like him.
Okay.
That's a good thing about wrestling because it's just like a show that disbelief is gone. That you're like,
Yeah.
this 100. There's no weight classes.
Yeah, it was funny too because he was like swinging and she would like duck and he
Yeah.
was like, and then she like kicked him in the shin and he like, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I feel like even when I see like, clearly choreographed wrestling, I feel like it's still like everybody's getting hurt the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am so sore every day after like training. It's just like doing rolls and falling and bumps and your neck hurts and I messed up diving out of the ropes to the outside of the ring, just fell right on my hip and that hurt for about a week. I'm also starting it at a fairly older age, at 34.
Yeah, you don't recover as much.
Yeah.
Like when you're
Yeah.
22. I mean, I just remember like just regular activities. Like 22, you're like running around crazy. Like shit happens. Like I'm gonna finish this jog with a limp, I guess. But like now, it's like something happens. Like that's gonna be like that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like that's it too is a lot of people I know at my age who are wrestling have been doing it for like a decade at this point. I'm like, let me start now. I mean, there are some people who have started older than me, and that's like fine. But I've definitely put my body through the ringer already.
Did you do other sports or anything before?
My whole life, I grew up playing sports.
Okay.
So like, but this is like a whole other. It's so crazy, because you're almost like going against what your body wants you. Like your body doesn't want you to fall. So like you almost are trying to stop. You get to keep yourself from preventing the fall because that's how you get hurt. Like you're supposed to just land flush, slap the mat, and like don't put your arm
Right,
out
if
and
you
try
put your
and
hand
stop
out, you break your wrist or
things
something.
like that.
Yeah. Fuck.
So like you're really kind of going against what your body is telling it to do.
That's like why drunk drivers are like always the ones that like
Survive.
Survive.
And they just
They're like, I guess this is it.
Yeah.
Well, get drunk, I guess.
Oh, get drunk and wrestle.
Get drunk and wrestle.
Dude, for real, like on healing. So like I grew up skateboarding. And I like hurt myself constantly growing up, and like even into my 20s, I was still skating a little bit. And I still have a skateboard. It's literally under that couch over there. And I've been wanting to go out and just to see if I could still do any of it. I skated the last maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and I took like one fall, and I was like, oh, I'm done. I guess I'm done this week. Yeah, I mean, I'm still afraid of everything now because of my fall last year snowboarding, MCL, ACL, full tear MCL, partial ACL, broke my nose. Like it was
That's a rough fall.
Really bad, dude.
Yeah.
I blacked out, but I was like, I wasn't with anybody, and so I don't know how long I was out. It was crazy.
Oh,
holy shit.
Dude, when was this?
We lost the feed for a second. So anyways, during the Vermont Comedy Fest in 22, we got like free passes and like rentals and stuff. And I was pumped to go back because I like grew up snowboarding a bit. And I was riding with...
Is that Killington?
Killington, yeah. Yeah. And I was riding with like a comic that was smart and like cautious. And like he was going real slow. Cody, what's his... Cody Ulster or Cody...
Cody Bellinger?
No, he's out of Denver. I forget Cody's last name right now, but he was being real cautious. I was getting annoyed, and so but finally he was like wanting to take a break, and I was like, "Fuck, finally!" Like, and so I was like, "I'm going up alone. I'm going to finally do this." And on my very first run, oh yeah, I started when I was 16, and like, it was like real natural because I like surfed and skated growing up. But I went down this back kind of like further away trail alone. I was flying. Cotton Edge, and that's all I remember. And I woke up just feeling like my face was probably like I woke up and I was just like, okay, I'm probably missing teeth. I'm gonna like have surgeries. I can't do like the rest of the fest. And I kind of came to, I got out of my bindings and like started carrying my board. My legs were like feeling bad, but I just thought, I was like, okay, I'm fine. Like I can walk, whatever. I walked probably half a mile back to the lodge, and people were passing me, kind of like giving me looks. And then like I like wiped my nose because I thought I was like just had like snow and stuff, and it was just all blood. And dude, I'll pull up the picture.
This sounds rough.
Definitely didn't have a helmet. I thought it was just real dipshit.
So is that the beginning of 22?
No, December 22.
Damn, so like cracked your head, fucking...
It was just my nose, but
knocked you unconscious. Was
dude,
it from pain, you think? Or?
It was like I went face down. And just like, so this was like on my way up, finally pumped, right?
Yeah, real excited.
And then just like...
I've seen that photo of you, though.
Yeah, that's like after... Yeah, and it just wouldn't... That part wouldn't stop bleeding. Yeah. But, yeah, dude.
And you had to have surgery on your knee?
No, it took so long to get all the imaging and stuff done that by time they got the MRI, they were like, well, at this point, it seems like it's going okay. And we would just tell you to like wrap it up anyway. So keep going. And at that point, I'd spent like thousands of dollars on, getting, x-rays and MRIs. And it's such bullshit, dude.
That's that's one of my fears of going back to snowboarding. I started skiing when I was 3 and then switched to snowboarding when I was a teenager because I wanted to be cool. But I love snowboarding. But then literally I got to a point where I was so big that I was like, this is a pain in the ass to just get my bindings on anymore. I'm like holding my breath. Like basically imagine trying your shoes, but
you're trying to like reach it.
5 minutes. Like, my friends who are skiing are like, do you want help? I'm like, no.
It's so expensive to be like so like stressed out just trying to start.
And then because also by the time I get down on a run, I'm like, my knees hurt, my ankles hurt. It's probably been 5 years. When I was down to 270, I thought about trying again, but I didn't. But now that I'm above 300 again, I'm iffy if I can handle it. Yeah, I want to do it again. I used to love it.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do any of that stuff. Like I broke my ankle walking downstairs. So.
Yeah, you should not be on a board of any
yeah.
kind.
Got a ranch style homes only.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like dumb or whatever, but it's like I kind of had like after breaking my leg, like just missing a stair. It was like a year and a half before I was like comfortably going up and down stairs again.
Totally.
It was like a crazy PTSD from it. Like I'm too fat for stairs.
Dude.
I just like that. Like, I got this thing, injury, snowboarding like a maniac, and I'm wrestling and snowboarding. Neil's
Yeah,
like,
it's
I can't walk down
stairs.
the
Yeah,
stairs.
stairs. Yeah.
I mean, I would be like,
Stairs.
if that happened to me, then I would also be afraid of that. Because now
Yeah.
I've never been afraid of hurting myself until that snowboard accident. And now I'm just like, I'm not going to jump down from this ledge. Like, I'm going to find the safe way around.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna hop a fence.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. Like I'll cut a hole in the fence.
It's like I guess like when I was working, stop jumping off the back of the truck because I fell one time. Like, I can't do that anymore. I want to surf more though. Like I feel like as exhausting as it is, I didn't feel like there's a different kind of pain, like a snowboard fall or like a skateboard fall. Like don't get me wrong, like surfing was exhausting and very tiring, and I was sore, but like muscularly sore. I wasn't like
well, and
as
it's
much
that.
because I haven't been thrashed by any crazy waves. to
Oh,
be
okay.
fair.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, the worst is like getting tossed around
Yeah.
in a wave, because then you're just being overextended or,
Like
bent in
the
weird
worst
ways.
that can happen, like snowboarding, if you get into an accident, like you could die from that.
Mm-hmm.
But like the worst that can happen surfing is like you get eaten by a shark, like whatever.
You drowned.
Or I mean, yeah,
I mean
like,
whatever. That's like nothing.
I would say the toughest part is getting out to the wave.
yeah. Oh, it's so
Sometimes you're just like
exhausting.
I'm
dude.
getting beaten. Like I'm trying to set up for this. And I wasn't even. Like, I can't even go up in the lineup yet. I'm still doing like whitewater stuff, but like which is fine. But trying to get set up for it, you're just getting beaten over the head with wave after wave. I'm like, I just want to.
It's so exhausting. You're just like, is the stress? Is that part of it?
Yeah, is that the fun part? Is this fun? I would drown trying to get out there. I'm
take it. I wanna take it.
That's kind of why I stopped surfing, was because I wasn't a strong swimmer, and so I was like kind of nervous
that
to
was-
get
seemed like
anywhere where I was like more than my height
Yeah.
deep in water. And that's like, if you take a fall in 5 feet of water, it's easy to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Like if you wipe out. So I started skimboarding at one point because my friend that taught me
like
to surf
lowest amount of water.
was like, well, you should still come out. I was like, well, I'm going to stay on the sand.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, all elements. Neil's staying away from all elements.
Yeah. The last time I was on a bodyboard was I was staying at a punk rock house, and the bottom of the bathtub, like the shower, was like just dirt, was just like the outside. And so they put a bodyboard on it so you could stand in the shower without getting mud on your feet.
Oh, wow.
That's
It was
the
just
last
from
time.
showering after being outside.
No, that
they
was the last time I
wash
was
the
on a
bodyboard?
bodyboard. Yeah, it was.
Did they wash the bodyboard
Stayed-
eventually? Because I feel like that's gonna be covered in dirt soon.
Yeah, probably that. That's like hose it off. I
There's
guess.
like layers. There's other bodyboards that are
bodyboards.
down there.
As soon as you're in the tub is gone. It's just
Why is the
full.
shower head at my chest?
Guys, wouldn't it be easier to clean this than fucking keep putting bodyboards down?
Like get flooring. You know what I mean? Like at some point figure out how to cover the bottom of the
I just wish I was there. I want to be there for the conversation. Like, guys, the bathtub is filthy. What are we gonna do? And someone was like, bodyboard?
I just beat up another boogie boarder. We've got a new floor.
It felt like it was like maybe eroded. Because it was
probably.
it was like the outside. It wasn't like just dirty and filthy and like, don't step on this. It felt, I think it was like eroded.
That's worse.
Yeah.
Okay, are we talking about a shower? It was an indoor.
It was a
like
shower in a
like in a
in a
bathroom.
house. Yeah. In
What the
a,
rest
in,
of
like
the
a,
not
house
like
look
the.
in a punk. It was a punk rock house, so
Yeah.
it was gross. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm amazed the water was like usable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a squat, so they had water. Yeah, it was,
That's hardcore. A punk rock beach house.
well,
They
yeah,
weren't near a beach.
just sand everywhere.
Guys, we're nowhere near the ocean. What is happening?
Or they built a house out of sand on the beach. And
That's-
they're like,
yeah.
I live here now. Hope no one comes over and kicks over our home.
Guys, there's a strong wind coming. We got to reinforce this.
high tide. Our home got washed to say. Well, I guess that's real for, people in New Orleans.
They blamed it on Hurricane Sandy, but they weren't even in Long Island. Or
Yeah, it was just, yeah. It's like Myrtle Beach. They're like, yes.
oh my God,
I guess
Myrtle
Myrtle Beach
Beach.
probably got hit by Sandy.
I hope.
I hope.
Dude, I used to really enjoy Myrtle Beach, but last time I went was probably like 21 or 22, and it's like gotten real. Like it was weird and trashy, but now it's like uncomfortable trash. Like it's like super. I wasn't down there for comedy.
Did you kiss mini golf?
That one that's like kind of out by the freeway.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that. It wasn't the last time, but I've done that. And it's right next to that also is a really weird like trucker level lesbian bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
was
that fun?
It was weird. Like they were like fine with us being there, but they're like,
Neil's
you're
booking
not
a flight right now.
us.
When I was there last, I went to like an all-you-can-eat crab leg place, and I'm fucking nailing them. You know what I mean? I'm just laying them out like logs. The ladies at the other table were like, "Excuse me, how do you do that?" And I taught them how to get the legs
Excuse
out.
me, animal man. Can you,
Like you teach us that, and we'll teach you how to use a fork.
Yeah, the Bear Grylls of all-you-can-eat crab legs.
Here's how you get all the juices, ladies. Actually, remember, I was down there. I went and watched The World's Strongest Man down there. That's where they held it. But when we got there, the lady who picked us up, like for Uber, to drive to the hotel, was like telling us, she's like, "Oh yeah, this should be great." But then like, there's these gang shootings at the Ferris wheel. I'm like, "What are we in the Warriors right now? What are you talking about?" She's like, "Avoid the Ferris wheel at night."
Dude, the boardwalk is really weird. Last time I was down there, anyways.
Last time I was down there was like a Simpsons thing happening.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Like there's like an outdoor mall kind of
Yeah,
area.
sure, no, yeah.
They like had turned that into like Simpsons World or something. So like, like the 7-Eleven was a Quickie Mart.
Quickie Mart, yeah.
It was like all. It was,
that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I feel like it was. I think it was cool. I think I remember it being fun.
I mean, we can't help you with that.
It was a long time. I was like 18 probably.
Oh shit. Okay. Did you say
2018?
I was last time I was there? Is that the last time you were there?
That was the last time I was there. It was like 2018. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you're down there so often. You never get out to that side.
Yo,
you just go to Charleston and stuff?
Yeah, there's just like, I've been to Charleston a couple of times since then. It's just like there's certain places that are just like blind spots for me where it's like, I keep sending my avails or like whatever, and it's just like they just don't rebook me, and it's like, you can't, like, and then I stop trying hard, you know what I mean? Because it's like, because at a certain point too, it's like the math doesn't work on it either. Like a place that like doesn't put you up, or a place that like only pays whatever $75 a show. And well, if it's like all you can, if it's like, if I'm getting paid in crab legs, like I guess it's worth it. But you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes like the math just doesn't work out, and it's like, I guess I could go back, but it's just like
it's not cheap down. That's
it's not cheap, right?
city.
It's not a cheap place. I don't have any friends I can stay with. Oh, now one of my buddies moved down there. I could probably crash with him, but also like it's not like on the way anywhere. It's not like if I'm going from Nashville to Atlanta, I can be like, oh, let me just
go to Myrtle Beach.
Let me just pop in an open mic in Myrtle Beach and establish some roots. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm not going there, I guess.
That's true.
They book me. That's awesome, but that hasn't been an issue.
What'd you guys do for holidays?
Pretty low key. Stayed in the city. It's my boyfriend's birthday's the 24th, so we had like a little party for him, and then went to another friend's New Year's. Kind of nothing too crazy. Didn't do any. Did you guys do any New Year's gigs?
No. I was here. I stayed home. I was like, even to like 10 p.m. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go meet up with some people, and like at 10, I was like, okay, now's the time. At 11, I was like, I'm so glad I didn't leave yet, because I don't want to be on the Upper East Side at like 2 a.m. trying to get back to Greenpoint.
Yeah, we were in Hell's Kitchen around that time, and it was woof.
Yeah, I lost track of time. Like I was just like watching, like I was just like binging like MasterChef or something. Lost track of time, and I was startled, like at midnight when like the neighbor blasted an air horn. I was like, oh, it's midnight. Happy New Year.
That happened to us too. We were watching Drag Race, and we're just like, and there's like fireworks outside. We're like, oh, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the thing.
And then I look, then I turn my phone over. It's like 14 people like, Happy New Year. I'm like, oh yeah, it happened.
We weren't even drinking. Like we didn't have any. Like we were like just awake because we were supposed to be awake, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was Kelly back by then?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, that's the weird thing too. It's like I would play on New Year's where I'm like, I just want to go to bed. I'm like, oh, I have to stay up. No, I don't.
Like I just pretended to care about Christmas. I have to do this one now.
This one as well.
Yeah, you did Salem for Christmas?
Yeah, I took my kid and my girlfriend. We did a couple days in Salem, Mass, to do some like
nice.
witchy, silly shit. And it was fun, but like I thought more stuff would be open and being like heathen, but like it was pretty closed.
Really? Oh, shit. I've been in there in October and then I've been there in August, and it's two very
I've heard
different.
October is ridiculous.
Took me like literally the minute you are even close to Salem. Oh, good luck in traffic because all the roads are tiny and you're not, no one's
Dude,
moving.
yeah. Like there's like that one road in Puberty that like you have to like go over
Puberty?
Puberty.
Puberty?
Puberty. Like now, okay, I said it right the first time and now you fucked me up.
I thought you said puberty.
I didn't.
She did say it
but
right.
You hear what you want to hear.
I do.
But like,
Ooh, puberty. Don't clip that.
This show's canceled.
Don't clip that. Don't clip that.
I'm gonna zoom in
Clip that
real
over and
tight.
over. Just like,
Yeah.
Here's a 10-minute reel.
New
of Neil doing
episode.
this.
Puberty.
Yeah. My friend Jenny lives in Salem, and like her house is like on the like haunted tour.
That's gonna be annoying as fuck. To be honest.
Is she 400 years old?
Yeah, she's been there since 1804. I think she embraces it. I think
You
like,
have to, otherwise
yeah.
you'd be real pissed off all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because my friends Sam and Liz live up there. And they're like, because they're very into that stuff. So like, they move there. It's like, oh, it's great, but most of the year, it's just this small town and nothing happening. And then October, it's goddamn Mardi Gras.
It's a cute town. That I
It's
did a
very
show there
cute,
in
but-
September, and it was like really fun. Like there was a bunch of great bars, and it was great actually. But I've heard October is horrific.
I've never been.
Are you a
Dope.
witchy kind of guy?
Not really.
All right.
I mean, it's fun. I mean, I'm not at all. We did like a guided tour thing like the night before Christmas, and like it was interesting, but it was also like, oh man, like it was only us. Nobody else was on it. So it's just the three of us being just a lot of eye contact with somebody who really believes in that stuff.
My Liz and Sam, the ones who live up there, they just got married us at their wedding, and two of the people in their wedding party own a store called Die With Your Boots On, and they do like drag shows there and stuff like that. But they were talking to me, and they want to do comedy shows at it as well.
They like have like a bunch of, it's like a lot of clothing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's like right by the theater that I did in September. I tried to take my kid there because I knew that they would like really like that place, but they weren't. I guess they have families and
They have lives, fuckers. Oh man, anything fun since we've last met for you two?
Well, our last hang was we went to see Painted Truth.
Yes.
Was it the Meadows?
Yes.
And do you remember the name of that restaurant we ate at?
No, because you left that restaurant before I got there.
Oh, you met us after the restaurant.
Yeah, I showed up on an Uber as you guys were walking.
Oh, that's right. Oh, how lame.
I was having you understand. I was like, when I talk about falling asleep before midnight, I was having a fucking existential dread about whether or not I wanted to go. Because like I wanted to go, but I was just like, I think I was in bed. I was like, I don't want to get up. I was glad I went, and I was also very happy that they only played a half hour and the show was over before like 11.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't believe. They're like, all right, we got one more song, and I was like, the fuck? All right, cool.
That was such a good hang too. Yeah. Like it was like a bunch of us went to like eat at like some weirdo restaurant. It was like empty. It was like a Saturday night, but it was like empty in the restaurant. It was like weird. And then
it was a Wednesday, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a Wednesday? Oh, maybe that's why it was empty.
It was definitely a weekday.
Every day is a weekend for me. I don't know. Yeah, and then we walked over. Yeah, you met.
Yeah.
Like we were like coordinating. We were like, I'm on the corner of,
Yeah.
and you're like, all right.
I saw the Uber driver. He's like, stop. And I just jumped out of the Uber.
Tuck and roll.
And then we walked up to the thing, and it's funny too, because like we were with the person who booked the show, so like we didn't have to like show tickets or guest list or anything. It was just like we just walked, and like I had extra people with me that I was like gonna have to like finagle, and we just like walked in, and like the promoter was just like, oh, they're with me, and like pointed to a whole group, and then asked me like where it ends, and I was like, oh, it ends like oh, you looking to get in here? Yeah.
Everyone out here is with us.
He's like, is this guy with us? I'm like, yeah, everyone's with us. Yeah. The band already got paid. Just let everyone fucking in, dude.
It was packed too.
Yeah, we saw Ian Finance was there, and yeah, it was fun.
What was wild about it? So the show ends, and me and Neil are standing there, and everyone's filing out. And I'm just like looking at everyone, and I'm like, why the fuck does everyone look like nerds, and like small nerds? I'm like, this is so weird because like, when I started going to hardcore shows and metal shows when I was younger, everyone looked like the scariest dude on earth.
Sure.
And now
You're the scariest.
I was like, fuck, okay, it's just me and Neil being that guy. Well, they don't know us, but they would not think we were scary. But just like looking at us and like, oh, we look like the guys that I always saw at shows and was like, oh shit.
Are they like our age?
No,
Or
it was so young.
young.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like the people our ages are like in the back with us. Like our buddy Chris from Internal Bleeding was there,
Yeah.
and like a couple of like older Long Island hardcore kids, and like we were just in the back, and then like the whole pit is just like
Children.
5'9", 116.
Yeah. Yeah. Just I was like, ooh, what the fuck? I would kill these
Yeah.
kids if I was in this pit. Like, I'd also be exhausted after 2 minutes. But yeah, it was just like a weird.
Do they go hard? Do they?
I
like,
don't know. They
actually-
look-
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're pretty hard.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Painted Shoes shows are always like insane.
Yeah.
I remember I went, what was it, like Louisville? I was like on the side of the stage. So I'm on the side of the stage. One of their girlfriends is behind the bass amp, and then bass rig. I don't want to fucking a child. And then next to me is just like some like local like fucking lunatic. Like a part of a song that like he got excited about. He starts going nuts. He like throws the mic stand into the crowd, and I'm like, I'm on the side of the stage to be away from the fray.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then he starts going nuts, and I like look, and the girl behind the bass rig is like steps over a little bit, like I can hide.
Do you want some safety spot?
And I was like, oh. Just like went behind the
I
thing.
should
Like,
have just grabbed the guy and just thrown him.
you should have thrown it.
Get out of here. Get it in there.
Yeah.
you hold the mic stand, and then I'll
Yeah.
throw you holding
Yeah.
the mic stand.
Yeah. The kids go nuts for them.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
The album was great.
The new album's great.
Yeah, that was one of my 2023 picks for favorite albums.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still doing that? I haven't been watching.
I last 2 weeks I haven't done my like metal recommendation. I just been holidays whatnot. So
That's
I was
cool,
gonna do
though.
it. I was gonna do it today.
Well, like every week you do.
I
Like
would just do like I pick a metal band and like give a recommendation that someone should go listen to, whether it's like newer or even older. Like it doesn't matter. I think I was gonna do Municipal Waste today just because they have a tour they announced. So and plus I want them to like me. But I'm excited for that one. But yeah, I was gonna do a video. I was gonna do a video for like, hey, my picks for my favorite releases this year. I got 10 and then 3 EPs. And I also want to do a video where I do a character and just Larry fucks the cable guy. Just Larry the cable guy, but gay, because that's just me.
Just the hits keep coming.
I don't know. You gotta keep making content. Apparently, I don't know. That's what they tell me.
You've been home a little bit more. We hung out in Long
Yeah, I've
Island a
been on
couple
Long Island.
times.
I've been on Long Island for a couple weeks now. Yeah.
You ever do
Yeah,
a
you came
basement
out-
show?
Say what?
Yeah. Bailey came out. What was that? It was like the week between Christmas and New Year's. I guess your girlfriend was away.
Yeah, something like that.
Kelly was
It
away.
I don't remember when it was.
And I was just like, I was like, hey, I'm going to a basement show. It was actually like, two singer-songwriter guys, like ex hardcore band guys that are now.
Oh, the usual evolution for ex-hardcore band dudes.
Yeah. He even made a joke, like the one dude, Sammy K, made like a comment. He was like, other guys with face tattoos and parental issues that are singer-songwriters now. Like, it's like, yeah, you are exactly that. It was like two of those dudes, and then like a band doing live band karaoke.
Oh, those are fun.
Of punk rock Christmas songs.
Dude, I was so mad that I had to leave before that because like I didn't want to, because I took the train out there, and like then I saw online like some on somebody's story of some of it, and it was like, I fucked up, man.
Yeah,
but it took so long to get home that night.
It was like two separate experiences, to be honest, because it was like when we were there, like when she was with me, it was like just like everyone's like sitting around and like watching these two guys like talk about their songs. You know what I mean? Like one dude was like, I wrote a song. Sam Hoyos. He was like, I wrote a song about a situation and I called it whatever, like Annabelle. And my girlfriend got mad that I was writing a song about another girl. So this is a song about that.
Yeah.
And like the first line is like, it's just a song. Don't be mad.
Did the second song smooth over the first song though?
Made it work. And this next song's about how she broke up with me over the last song.
It was great being there though, because it was kind of like, I grew up in California, and that was like where my music scene people and everybody, most of them are still there. And so like, if I was to like, that would be my scene back home, but like, I don't have that because I've been here for so long. And it was like funny watching everybody our age who've like known each other for like fucking 30 years. Oh my God. I remember when Minor Threat was on and like, I said something about 20 years and you're like, no.
40.
Yeah, and I was just like, fuck. And everybody got quiet and just looked at the ground.
She's like, oh, this is like 20 years old. And I was like,
Yeah, right? Oof.
40 years
or
old.
I said 30, and I thought that was an exaggeration. Oh, man. But
You're 40 and you're like, oh, I'm going home. Fuck.
But it was nice, like, as you get older, like, one of your friends is, like, successful enough to have a home.
And then that becomes that punk rock house. Yeah.
The elderly punk rock house.
Yeah, but it was fun. And then Bailey, you like started to look at like train times, and she was like, "Oh, if I don't leave now, I'm not getting home till tomorrow morning."
Yeah, it was.
And it was like, all right. So I drove her to the train, and then I went back, and it was like a different. It was like a different show. Man. It was just like a loud rock band, like you could hear it from the street.
You were like, "What happened? What happened?"
Yeah, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Did you jump up and sing any?
I did Father Christmas, and then. Knowledge.
Up
Ivy. It's not a Christmas song, but they just did it anyway. And then there was another song that they were like, does anyone know this? And I was like, I can do the beginning. And then like I did the beginning and then handed it off to someone else to just like mumble.
Man, I missed out.
Those are so fun. So it was just like, hey, just jump on stage kind of one.
Yeah.
So I've been to two. One was like that, just jump, which is like 9 microphones, just jump up, do it. And another one where like they had like they had like, oh, here's all the songs we're playing.
Yeah.
Sign up for the one you want.
I think they did this. I think they tried to do like a sign up originally, but like it was like 4 people asking for all the songs anyway. So they're just like, all right, whatever. And then also, I think the bass player got COVID, so they were like trying to figure out what they actually knew.
Yeah.
So it was like,
bass.
So it was like,
who wants to play bass? Jump up here.
Well, yeah. So then Sam, the dude who played first, he ended up playing guitar for some songs. They did like a bunch of Misfit songs, and they did Mother. They didn't, but it was like one of those things where it was like he like played the opening riff like as a goof, like just like
then
while
everyone's
they were,
fucking singing
and then
it.
everyone's like, do it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
I think that's what I saw online.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
man.
it's Mother. Mother. Yeah. No, it was fun. It was a good time.
Those are fun. I want to do another one of those.
And you also came out. She came to see me when I hosted for Taking Back Sunday.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
News.
That was fun. It was kind of funny, just like the fact that the whole band has like there's like 9 kids in the green room.
So many kids back
so
there,
many
yeah.
children everywhere. It's just like,
That's also like there's everything about you being with Taking Back Sunday so much is like my brain like needs to comprehend it a little bit because like this is a band I remember when I was younger and was kind of like, you know, the emo band, and like friends are now being like they have kids and like they're the older guy. Like it's like I'm like it's almost like there's a gap in my not like when I was younger. No, I had no Taking Back Sunday in my life, and now they're back in my life. Like it's really like
I mean that's the way it is for a lot of people though, because like they weren't doing awesome for a little while.
Yeah.
I mean now they're doing awesome.
yeah.
Like now they're probably doing better than they've ever
Than they
done.
were.
But yeah, like it was, you know, they struggled for a while.
Yeah,
Like
it's just like
yeah.
wild. Then you hanging out with them is also odd.
Well, he did a couple.
No, I know he does.
songs.
That's why I'm just like,
Oh.
yeah, that's why it's like, oh, this guy I'm friends with is like doing stuff with.
They were just, I mean, those guys were like hardcore guys before they, you know what I mean?
No, but I feel like a lot
yeah,
of the
yeah.
face. I also guess I forget they're Long Island.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Were they not? Why did you do that?
Well, no, because just now they're not, like now they live all over the place. But
Fair, yeah, which
but
is usually
but
bad. But yeah, I guess I never associated them. When I was younger, I never associated them with Long Island.
Yeah. Long Island hardcore. That was.
I mean, the crowd at that show felt like they all grew up together. It just seemed like people, every time we were over by the merch and it was like a bar, it was right there. I saw multiple people be like, oh my God. So, you know, and just
Yeah.
like, dude, go somewhere else. Like maybe just see something. Like you could come back here, but like, dude, yeah, it felt like a real small world kind of situation there.
Yeah. Well, you know, because it was also like kind of holiday-ish time, so I feel like a lot of people were like back in town or whatever. Like there was a lot of that. No, it was fun. It was fun though.
It was fun.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming out. That was cool.
Yeah, no, that was good. It was a good time. What else? Let's see. We haven't recorded for so long. It's just like, what else? What have you done
Yeah,
with
what
your
have you
life?
I just want to say, I remember going backstage at one point, like into the green room, and Bailey's just chilling alone. Like, I think you're like eating dinner.
I was
or something.
eating, yeah.
Like I love when you can bring people places and you don't have to like babysit them.
Yeah.
And like Bailey was just like, yeah, no, I'm just doing my thing.
Just shut down, you know.
Fucking awesome.
So let's see. Last time we recorded so long ago. Any fun shows or anything that you've done lately, or any trips that you've been pumped on?
I mean, just those Taking Back Sunday shows were dope, and I did like between last time and this time, I did like 20 shows with Ben Bailey, so that was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick.
And I went to Liz Mealy's cat's birthday party.
Perfect.
Nice.
It was really fun.
Highlight of the 2023.
I mean, that makes sense for Liz.
Oh yeah, totally.
Didn't she like do a book?
She has a book called Cats Are Assholes.
Yeah. She's good at branding. She's got a thing.
She is. Should we talk about Dillinger, or should we wait for like another episode to talk about?
Let's
Let's
talk
do the next one.
in the next episode. Yeah.
Did you do any fun shows or anything like that since?
Yeah, I mean, I went to Austin since we recorded. That was fun, but it was like
Was that Altercation?
Yeah, it was Altercation. Altercation was so much fun. It was just a real like dirt bag punk rock comedy group.
Did you just submit online, or did you know?
I submitted online, but I'm gonna go back. I'll go back even if I don't get a spot, just because it was like a really good. I met a lot of people that like I just clicked with.
Did you meet Derek Sheen?
Yeah, I've met Derek
met
in
him.
Alaska earlier in the year too, and then we were just on another fest in Portland, Oregon, like a couple weeks later.
Oh, nice.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
Super sweet.
Do you find like the fest scene is kind of like a thing? Like,
Yes.
are you seeing a lot of the same people at all of them?
There are a lot of repeat or people that I've been on other fests with. I think that I think it's for a couple of reasons. I think that there's like a lot of people that like find value in it. So like I submit to so many festivals and I get turned down for so many festivals, but it's just a numbers game to me. But I think so there are a lot of people that do that. I think there are I don't know. I don't know exactly why there are so many repeat people, but I think that I mean I definitely see a lot of repeat people at festivals.
And does it net you Other than just networking, does it like have you gotten work from it? Like
I get a lot,
ton of work.
a lot of paid work from being at festivals, but it's only from meeting other comics.
yeah.
Really, like anytime people are like, "Oh, there could be industry," it's like almost never does anything. Like I've met some club bookers, like, but like for the most part, it's just meeting people. And
do you see anybody like getting like kind of like trapped in that scene where it's just like they just do it over and over, and it's just like you're not progressing or you're not
kind of, but only because I think that some people have the wrong mindset about it. Like if you're going and you're just like thinking that you're going to be seen by somebody that then is going to call with a bag of money with your name on it, like it's crazy. Like there's people that I know, so many people that go to multiple festivals. They'll show up, they'll do their spot, and they won't even stay for their whole show that they're on, let alone go to other shows on the fest and stuff. I'm like, you traveled here for your 8-minute spot, or like two 8-minute spots.
Yeah, I never
like,
understood
dude, what
that. Yeah.
is that? What you think the value is here?
I never understood that.
Like, as much as we don't like to talk about networking, like that's this whole business is networking and like being like.
Who doesn't like to talk about networking?
I mean, I don't know. A lot of comics just like really.
So many comics have like told me how they're bad at that, and I'm like, I don't know, work on it, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, we.
You don't have to call it that. You know what I mean? Like if you feel weird that it's like all right, but like it's still like about
it's
the hang.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's about like.
It's always been about the hang, so it's like.
Yeah, if you're like going to Myrtle Beach and you like if you've never broken in, but like then somebody that you've seen around for years finally moves there and starts running something. That's the benefit of like networking or whatever. And like, so I think that a lot of people go into it thinking like, I'm just going to go do my spot, be amazing, and then they'll call me. And it's like, they're not. Nobody's calling you.
yeah.
I don't even think being good matters.
It's definitely it's secondary.
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, I know so many amazing comics that are just like not. They like everybody thinks they're assholes because like they're not conscious of other people and just like, dude, that's why you're not getting booked. Like your writing is awesome, but you're a piece of shit.
Yes, you
Oh,
suck.
dude, that's like, I mean, so many people I see that like where they just come across like super cunty, and it's like, why aren't I getting these opportunities? And it's like,
'Cause you suck to be around.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not.
Because like, sure, that
Fun.
15 minutes on the stage is great, but like, the 2 hours not on that stage is insufferable.
Yeah, dude. I'm going this week. Thursday, I'm going out to Denver. I'm going to do Denver, Cheyenne, Wyoming, and Aberdeen, South Dakota, with the booker of the Vail Festival, and Mark Masters, yeah, and it's going to be a lot of driving, and I feel like he invited me to come do the dates with him because like I was just. You know, I'm sure he thought I was decent enough to go on the road with, but also, like, he offered it just because I was really professional in, like, all of our dealings and everything. And he's, like, mentioned that to me and how he really appreciated me taking it serious and also showing up to other shows and supporting and everything. And so and these are actually, like, really good paying gigs that we're doing this week. Wow. And, like...
And cool, like, interesting places, like...
Yeah, those are places I've not ever been.
performed in Cheyenne or whatever. I've been everywhere.
Yeah, and it's. I just feel like it's being around and people remembering that you were decent to be around. It goes further than
it goes really
my material.
I did a show on Long Island like last weekend, and you came up. Someone was like, "Oh, I ran into Bailey Pope. You're from Bailey or whatever." And then like it was just like 4 comics in a circle talking about how great you are.
Oh,
and I'm like,
so sweet.
yeah, don't let her know though. She's gonna go to her head.
Oh. I mean that means more than when people are like good set. I would rather like
it was
people.
Like Dennis Rooney, Mike Toohey, and Matt Wayne. I think was the.
They are they're actually a lot of fun.
I did the I honestly, because we met so long ago for the podcast, and I can't remember if I got the host for Brad Williams before or after we did our last.
That was
episode.
before we talked
we've
about
talked
that.
about it.
I honestly couldn't remember. That was only, I think, that was one of the the biggest thing I've had kind of going on for.
But you've
shows.
been going back up to Connecticut and doing a lot of spots, right?
Here and there. I went up to Connecticut or Mass or wherever. I'm headlining one this weekend, coming up in West Hartford at the Elbow Room. So we'll see how
I don't know
that
that.
goes. Yeah, Connecticut's so weird right now. It is
Right now?
I know, but even more so than usual. Yeah.
In what way?
It seems like if it's not one of the three, like those three clubs, every like brand new comic is running a show at the same room.
Okay.
Like literally, so I'm doing one this weekend, and someone else messaged me if I could headline theirs at the same venue a month later. I was like, how many shows are going on at this fucking one goddamn bar?
I just met a couple of your friends in Austin. I ran it at Creek and Cave. Cody and I forget.
Oh, Cody and who was Cody?
I hate that I'm forgetting
Sam?
his name. Maybe it was
Sam Hunter, big fat guy.
He was a bigger guy. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think Cody was just Sam. Yeah. They're good dudes.
Yeah, they were super sweet. And like, I mean, in all honesty, like, I just have this thing in my head. Connecticut comedy is a very specific thing.
Yeah.
And but they were way cooler, and
Yeah.
they were both great actually too.
And Cody runs a couple good shows in like Southern Connecticut, not too far. So he runs one out of New York, the New York Comedy Club in Stamford.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then another one they run in Norwich. But I just did New York Comedy Club in Stamford, and it was real interesting because it ran like super late, and this crowd was hammered.
Oh yeah.
It's like midnight, and I finally went on, and there's one lady who was falling asleep in the front.
Dude, beautiful. Well, we're getting to. We got to wind down this episode. Anything you guys want to plug before we get out of here? You're on the road, but you got to whatever. Neil something at .com/.org.
Metal Pete Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. Follow me there. I'll post my stuff.
Yeah, BaileyPopeComedy.com. And you know what? Go to Neil's website to see what I'm doing. How about that?
Block Neil's website.
Oh, we have a show coming up together. Oh, we could say it on the next one. All right.
Tune into the next episode for any more.
Oh no, it'll be long gone.
This is the worst outro.
No.
You
we have to-
suck at
ever.
this.
I will. Yeah, me, Bailey, Abby, Wishuda, and Andrea Jones-Roy are doing a show in Pennsylvania at Off Kilter with The Color Fred, who's an ex-member of Taking Back Sunday. He's the secret musical guest. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone.
I didn't even know what the secret.
You're good at secrets.
musical-
See you guys there.
Yes. Do the intro since you fucked it up for me,
Do the intro
or the
of what?
outro. Just say
Oh.
say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Sure.